And so here we find ourselves deep into April of 2020, and it's time for a decider on Nuke.
It certainly is, Alex, and Astralis standing the CT side. They don't even want any utility. You can screw your defuse kits, we don't need them. 5 sets of Kevlar here, no upgraded pistols, it's old school as you like. And we'll see mousesports approach that squeaky door position, but Dupree ready and waiting. He goes down quickly, a nice opening frag, but Device will answer back. It's gonna be a lower pounce here for the mousesports as they smoke over towards the bomb site itself, trying to get a quick plant down, but Glaive is here to stop and disrupt their efforts.
We can stop the bomb. Test it. He can't see him. We can't. Oh, Frozen's wiggles may have done him enough.
That's
Perhaps
insane.
not for the round, though. They're in decon, and a reversal from Glaive. 180 on his mouse pad, so damn fast. Does convert the pistol round. Glaive, he's done enough to finish that one.
No grenades, no defuse kits, but 5 frags found. They lost the opening duel as well. It was Frozen to get the first kill towards top of hut. They go down secret, down towards the vent, bomb planted. You think that was enough, but Glaive, he completely shatters their efforts here, even letting the bomb go down. Chad, I guess that was a bit of a blunder if you were to kind of poke holes in this, but overall, very well played. It does enable a buy in the second round, though. Doesn't look like it'll come through.
Yeah, it's curious if it will, because we do know that mousesports don't opt for these Kriegs, so by not dropping one of those over to go for what would normally be 2 rifles in this situation, it will just be the Deagle spread. It's a P250 in the hands of Rop, so this one's going to be curious. They've found a lot of success with the Deagles in the past. We've been seeing more and more of it, but that grenade has just tickled the back of 2 and given Carrigan something to worry about.
Yeah, they were waiting for it, so respect to mousesports for being cognizant that was a likelihood. And the patience from Device to line up the shot does pay off as he connects Carrigan down to just 3 HP. That's a very nasty start to the mousesports force. It's not a force, excuse me, just the Desert Eagles, as Henry has already covered.
Carrigan tagged up. Should be no way they even get close to planting a bomb here, but same principles apply as we spoke about before. Bait out utility, wait for mistakes, impatient players, do what you can instead of just running into a meat grinder. At least there might be a chance of you getting a couple of kills in a bomb plant in this manner.
Magus going straight for the Aug's a curious one. Second round Aug used to be all the hype. Now, since it's been nerfed and moved around a little bit, we don't see it get picked up all that too often on the CT side here.
Yeah, I took a notice of some CTs picking it up on Nuke, even more so, just as a way to hold that silo angle safer.
Well, they have improved standing accuracy while unscoped the AUG, but slightly reduced the scoped accuracy in this new patch.
So we'll see that in a week's time.
Exactly, right. So a chance of 1 kill potentially. There was an attempt to get the bomb down towards lower, but obviously it wasn't realized, but there's the 1 kill they were looking for. That will do. It's not going to be a talking point going forward here, as we'll see Zipex try and recover the fallen. Well, he already had a rifle, so he's absolutely fine. And 2-0 comes in. Here come the AK-47s, and there could be an AWP. I don't think Frozen will drop that over, meaning he'll sacrifice his own armor. So rifles across the board here, focusing towards the AKs, trying to deny the Krieg on the CT side. And 2-0 for Astralis here.
So Woxie's bought a Krieg in lieu of the AWP. So you're going to see him try and use that Lycanor to get certain territory right here. At least that's what we've been noting throughout. The same with Mantu from OG. We saw in certain occasions going for that Krieg. He's a fast wall smoke outside, and guess who's in front of it?
Yeah, none other than Device. He's been having an absolutely fantastic game. A gap in the smoke, but the flash. What? Rocktick was flashed. He still catches Device. Didn't react in time. Goes 4 for 4.
Bomb goes down, though, en route towards Secret. Glaive can still sabotage their efforts here. They haven't actually done much with the controllers. 1 player down towards lower. That's Frozen with the bomb on his back. Needs to be very careful. He can't really explore the territory down there now because he's alone. He needs Carrigan to join him. Now, they don't have a smoke to cross now. So what's the play? They need their other teammates to come online and go towards ramp, potentially, because Carrigan needs to join the C4, but how did he even get there?
I mean, a dry cross is just such a dangerous prospect, but I think that might be what he ends up going for.
Yeah, you can see him just checking every single angle, knowing he has the AK. It's unlikely to have the AWP. Dupree will get one back with the MP9, and Glaive spots him. That's Carrigan going down, but I feel like Frozen will get the trade here eventually, but spotted. He sees him. Glaive pulls out the M4 again, ready to fight.
Oh, he plays it so well. That movement's so difficult to keep track of.
It's the jiggle peeking. It's just so frustrating to play against. Someone who's very well versed in that mechanic, it can be very, very difficult to play against.
Check this out, guys. We've been talking about mousesports' deeper triple wall smokes that they've been pulling out throughout the Pro League season. You're going to see the 3 of them. 1, Well, I've got squares on, but there you go.
Ooh, cool
This is
square.
the aggressive play, and the flash is about to come out to help Device, and Woxic gets him completely blind. You see that action go on straight there. So
Yeah.
they have a good idea of how to deal with this smoke wall. They didn't just stick to landing there, but they still converted the round. So it looks like Astralis have done their homework.
Something that was cool I noticed about that smoke wall is that they all bloom at the same time. The way they landed, it's just all three go from 0 to 100, you know, wall to no wall, or vice versa. So that's nice. A nice twist to the expected.
But the full Deagle investment here. PT50 for Voxic, but Carrigan's been removed very early on to round 10. It's looking like to be 4-0. That might confirm things. Bomb down towards lobby, and we know Robs, he is a bit of a demon on Nuke. Very good with the AK-47 especially, but won't have the luxury of that weapon this round. We're down to just the pistol. As Glaive, you've given him a Krieg now, boys, and we know what kind of power that unlocks on the CT side. It's just the one for now, but they might want to reconsider their purchases going forward on the T side. Take a leaf out of the book of Astralis, perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see. Keep track of that one, Krieg, and see how long it lasts. But this one, just a question of time. 60 seconds remaining for our fourth round here on our third map. And they are looking to congregate straight into the crosshair of Dupree. Catches the glimpse of one and immediately traded. That's exactly what they were hoping for. Magisk, however, he's getting what he wants. 3 1v1's okay. Can't quite tidy it up with the 3K, but it is going to be wrapped up and put a bow on by Device.
Well, they're off to a flying start here, to say the very least. 4-0. They got the CT start after winning the knife. It's their specialist map pick. Astralis looking very good. Inferno was such a fantastic victory as well. 16-5. Astralis right back on track to dominate mousesports here. All power for the first time. It's not super effective on the T side of Nuke for multiple reasons. Mainly because you're pinning down smoke walls yourself, so you've got to be boosted up on T-Red. CT struggle with the AWP, let alone the T side. We'll see what Vox can do with it. Looking for anyone crossing over towards that upper rafter right now. Aegis already dropped down. Dupree will often find him by the squeaky door, and that's exactly where he is now, doing a little bit of damage there as he tries to get out. Successfully does so, just applying a bit of pressure there. Takes Robs down to 48.
New lineup from Carrigan. He's got plenty of them.
That's the main entrance, I believe. So Molotov to the CT boxes as well.
And Woxic to take the fight versus Device. Baited in. Carrigan did the jiggle. Woxic holds the line now for the repeat. That could not have gone better for Mouse. There's your opening kill. It works out, everything's translating, but Glaive still stands
With the
on
Krieg.
yard.
Yeah, and he's making it work as well. Carrigan goes down 4-on-4. That's 0-5, by the way, for Carrigan. And we'll see 50 seconds remain. They still have the majority of the utility here. The flashes, the smokes, Molotovs available. A Voxic AWP, but every second that goes past and they haven't got decent territory on the map, begs the question of how they're going to finish up here. Going towards ramp and Zip, he's tucked himself in the corner, and they'll fall back towards lobby. So an upper finish looking likely here. May just confirm it's not going to be towards lower, and a bit of a ramp fake. Not going to see much from that.
Frozen wins that duel. It looked like it was perfect for Glaive. So now advantage Mouse, and Dupree, he's going to be shot into a corner. No, he's not. He digs himself out, and Magisk is going to catch the outside lurk, and just like that, 3 frags, 3 seconds. No chance really for Chris J. He might get the bomb down. And this clutch, oh, okay. Started off with a kill onto Dupree. Could have ended right there and then, and now he's just pegging it straight to the top of ramp.
He actually has got a slight chance of winning this. Needs to make it a 1v1 first, but the bomb's down in a good position considering. He's got an HE grenade. They have no smoke for the bomb itself, so things are looking good for Chris J to make this one competitive at least. They're trying to work out his position now. They'll have to start defusing the bomb momentarily just to force his hand. But he's got to kill in the back here.
Oh.
They didn't know, but Mage is so quick, so fast, has managed to swing around, take him down. Good effort there, but he will give his friend a defuse, what looks of things.
Just to note, Magisk was the one with the kit out of the 2 of them right there. So if he was to make that frag, Zipex would have been left
That's a
on the
good
bomb
point,
site
yeah.
without a defuse kit, and that becomes very, very winnable. That could have been one of those classic Chris J impact
Yes.
rounds we're always talking about, but unfortunately just falls short there. They opened it up with that opening kill, but Glaive did such a good job of just staying alive behind the CT boxes there that it just blared out so much time from the clock. And eventually when he did have to reinitiate, it was when the Ts were the ones making the decision. He did lose the fight to Frozen, but he's done more than enough in that yard position. They're not able to salvage that Krieg, so that'll be dropped and it's out of the equation right now, and I don't think we'll be seeing any more board up for some time as the 5 AKs will come out.
Straight aggressive. Device has caught another. His rifling has been supreme this series, and Robs does claw one back straight through the smoke. We're seeing a lot of early deaths in that battle through Squeaky, often through smoke. Crosshair muscle memory is something else in these players.
Well. Still what you call for now, but yet to find a round. mousesports made their way towards ramp, and Zipex, known as one of the masters of the ramp room, will be landing a dink at least and dropping the HE. They can't chase him down there, so they have ramp control, but still a lot of work to do here. Foxing down to 10 HP. Won't be focusing too much on the AWP for now. AK-47 for him. Carrigan, yet to frag, holds towards Squeaky.
Carrigan's heard all of that.
Good smoke though.
Oh my god!
Carrigan finds his first kill, and it's a big one. Zipex caught as well, rotating out of lower, and this could be mousesports' first. Should even. Just Device. He was found outside. He got the first blood, no less, onto Frozen, but this is where his round will end as well. Just going to look to try and catch any loose threads on the mousesports assault, but this is going to be 5-1. Took him 5 rounds. mousesports cracked the nut. Top site plant.
If Device goes down here, I don't think they'll force buy in the following. They only get the $1,400 loss bonus after this because they've been able to keep a clean sheet up until this point. If Device survives, he can drop that across and they can get a buy with at least 3 rifles. If he goes down, maybe they'll have to consider the save, and that's another frag in the direction of making them think the force buy might be the right idea. Everyone's going to put down their arms and the round will end. And here you go. So here's the question marks, right? Device, I think he had roughly 4K with the loss bonus coming on in there. He can drop across an AK. This is the Carrigan shot.
Yeah, this is what
How does he hit this?
I didn't. Oh, was he actually jumping as well?
Okay.
Mid-air, through the smoke. Like, that shouldn't have been that round or opening
It's
kill.
not meant to work that way.
No, it's certainly not.
That's not how it's supposed to work.
Well, auto shotgun in response. Made is not happy with the AUG, apparently. He'll be going in.
Voxic glass cannon AK.
That is unusual.
That is unusual.
Should have gone for the Galil, my friend. This one might hurt. Time will tell. Frozen, he has got armor. Pegs his way across towards the secret area. Successfully doing so, but met by the incendiary. He will fall back. Towards his shotgun. About to be tested. Carrigan, though, finding these opening kills back-to-back now. And that could be the round itself.
Just like that. 2 in a row for Mouse. Collected. Straight towards the top side. Zipex in lobby. The transfer is there. Perhaps pulling his team back into this round. Frozen's outside. He should be able to find Device. There's no way he's expecting a position like this at this stage in the after plant. Frozen can secure the round if they need him. Device does draw the attention enough for Glaive to find another frag, and Glaive's found 2. Frozen, he can save mousesports. He just has to stop the defuse. That's his mission. That's his objective. And a 1 versus 3, and Molotov's the cherry on top. Glaive goes down. Frozen, all against all odds, finds 3, and the second for Mouse.
That's insane. Well played by Frozen. They had no idea. He took such a risk as well, essentially putting his teammates on the end of the fishing rod at that point. They were all fighting tooth and nail on the bomb site. He was actually tucked away outside, allowing Device to find a kill from main entrance. But if he wins the round, all is forgiven. The Molotov is what secured it as well. Dropped that on top of the bomb as the bomb was being defused there. Glaive could do nothing about it. Finishes it off with a stunning spray of the AK-47. 3 versus 1. And Zipex had to work so hard to even give them any sort of footing towards that round. They have forced into it somewhat. Device not fully investing with $1,000. They've kept themselves about $500. That seems to be the magic number for most teams. You notice FaZe doing the same earlier in the week when they forced buy, leaving around $500. And, well, it's working out quite well for now. That's going to be Voxic down first, and Chris J in hot water as well.
Don't do him like this.
Not like this. They've already won a couple of these. Carrigan's had other plans, just leaping out with a Mac-10. But the Deagle of Magisk is still a threat, and he still stands. Needs another, and he has found it. The headshots keep coming. Astralis, after losing 2 with full weapons, they're doing it with Deagles.
Well, Chris J, once again, 3-on-1. Same sort of scenario. So try and get the bomb down towards lower. Oh, he throws a smoke right in the open there, but I feel like he can be taken down. Yep, he could be seen. Zipex will get him. Just about didn't nail the smoke there. Nice idea to get the bomb planted, but it will be a partial buy victory just when Astralis needed it. I can't stress enough. That round was worth its weight in gold for mousesports there. But it set up their finances nicely, but another round on the board. Sabotage the efforts of Astralis going forward, who had no loss bonus built up. That was a monumental round for them to win. Let's see how it all started here. There's one bullet from that Desert Eagle. Nails another one towards the bomb side floor as well, and no bomb planted there. So we have an eco, actually, for mousesports. You could barely call this one a partial buy. Deagles, a few sets of Kevlar, but ultimately limping in with absolutely nothing here. A huge grenade lands. And we will see some damage inflicted towards Glaive. Maybe a few more twists and turns in this round to say, but, well, there it is. The scout will find the opening kill. That's frozen towards outside. And he is currently the top fragger with 5 and 8 up there with Voxic.
If they can snowball on Zipex here, we've seen plenty of rounds in Pro League Season 11 so far where the ramp kill comes in and they get lower control and they're able to win the round off that one rifle alone. So if he's unable to get a multi-kill here, it could be a little bit problematic for Astralis.
Okay, he's under threat now. Multiple targets, multiple directions, and he will just go 1 for 1. That could prove insufficient if another Supreme shot is hit. Sports only working with 3 players. Rop's lost a lot of his health in that exchange, and now the AK has been recovered. A quick kill onto Dupree would have done something, but instead he just slithers away through decon. Bomb plant. Uncontested. Dupree decides he'll wait for the rest of his teammates.
Makes sense. But this round now, a bit of a question mark around it. There's a chance that Chris J, he can find these 1Ds, we know it, but Magus has been on a bit of a tear recently. Does manage to find the first incision, and now that wallbang could come through towards Rops. Well, it wasn't meant to be that, but they know exactly where Voxic is. He'll be swarmed momentarily and taken down. Astralis extend the lead here. Even though a good bomb plant comes through, they were going to buy regardless with the money coming through. They took a partial buy previously there, but it does give everyone an extra $800. Could guarantee a Voxic AWP. Now, Chad, would you want to see the AWP come out from what we've seen so far? Would that be the solution to their problems?
I think they've built it into part of their system, so it's almost integral in some of their executes to have him up covering one piece of territory. In terms of finding them opening kills to win rounds, I'm not looking towards Voxic to be doing that. I'm looking towards Carrigan using his smoke walls to find his teammates space, and then they can work with that. Voxic, if they do want to bring out the AWP, we'll just set him up and they'll just leave him in a position once he's got control. But it will be the 5 rifles coming on out again, the AKs across the board, so no Kriegs to be picked up on that Astralis side of things.
That's a good point. AK-47, so will certainly be plentiful. They can pick this round up. They've got a couple of them within their ranks so far. Device doesn't even seem to want to use the AWP. 1 AWP kill on Inferno for him. It was a 16-5 smashing, to be fair.
I guess it makes more sense. With teams being so good at the smoke wall now, what impact can you have in yard with an AWP if you're being smoked and flushed off the points?
That's been my point for so long on this map, and why a double AWP setup as random blows my mind. Like, I understand it's viable in certain matchups, but generally speaking, I feel like this is where you should be. There's 5 nimble players. Bring the AWP out, you get given it, sure. But if they're doing smoke wall executions, you can't really do much with the AWP anyway. It's designed to block out the AWPers. So, opening kill, and Carrigan up against Device. Doesn't work out for the in-game leader once again, and they have to go towards upper through a smoke, a squeaky door. This is a nightmare.
Yep, change of plans. You can see Scarpering to take some other map territory, and Zipex has positioned himself so well. For these last-minute round pushes, he's often in the right place. This time, it's Glaive who actually finds the blood. Chris J's gone. 4 versus 2, though. mousesports, the damage is already inflicted. That looks like a very promising Molotov. Dupree can just take the fight, though, and he does. Tap away at the head before he falls.
Yeah, unfortunately, you've just forced Dupree's hand, and it's a very strong one. It slaps him across the face, and it will be a 3-on-1. Voxic is now left in a winnable scenario. I say that with bated breath because his chances of winning this are shrinking by the second, and seconds are very important. There were just 20 of them remaining. We'll see him have a smoke available. Objective, get the bomb planted. He'll just throw a smoke towards decon. This is all really not going to work out for him. His Device will close things out. 8-2.
If I'm mousesports now, I have to dump a lot more utility out towards their own T-red box because Device has played there several times. Glaive's known to be playing there. You even highlighted, Alex, about him playing around those smokes, even throwing his own in secret. If he's able to have free territory like this and the smoke walls come over the top, they've definitely watched all the same demos that we have, right?
Right.
We always talk about this. The assumed knowledge is the same. So if he knows, oh, it's this smoke wall, this is how this player peaks, this is what happens in the next flow of the strategy, he's able to find himself basically unraveling it before they can kick it on off.
I mean, yeah, so you throw smoke wall, but if there's a CT ahead of them in any way, you don't achieve anything unless you're behind them. And look at the angle that Glaive is opting to take. He's actually inflicted a little bit of damage, a warning shot, if you will, onto Carrigan, but his teammates have managed to get across fully. Whether or not they go warehouse is a different question. No, straight down secret, and look at Device's position. Oh, you don't see this one very often, and that's because it is a little bit of a risk. I think he's realized the same. We'll drop the flame and reposition.
Yeah, nice idea there. They had come through that smoke. There were a lot of kills available to him. But here's the opening kill for Robs. He said he's a bit of a master of Nuke, especially the AK-47. Haven't seen it as of yet, but still plenty of time here, round 11. Good for Mages to pick up a kill, but surely traded out. And indeed, a nice swing from Carrigan for main entrance. They've got the upper bomb site under their remit here. Money not amazing for Astralis. They might be considering the save if Device can find nothing.
Timing's everything. Frozen's checking both. Yeah, that should be enough. He actually managed to get out. Did well from Device. Smooth moves in the smoke. That looked difficult to do, but unfortunately winning this round for Astralis is also in that category. mousesports already got the bomb half ticked, and with a two-man advantage, it's going to send the CTs packing to save. So mousesports will find their third of the T side. They lost the knife round and have been thrown into this rather torturous chamber. But 3 rounds against the Astralis CT side.
Yeah, it's not quite enough yet,
Yeah.
but they're getting there. The money's not amazing on the CT side, but they do save those 2 rifles. Device, he can be dropped and all, but they really want to mix things up here. We haven't seen him use it too much yet.
All right, so just quickly, guys, the opening kill was on Dupree on the floor of the site with Rops. We've seen him do these squeaky moves a lot where he gets out. This is mid-round after all the action yard, and that was the opening. That's how they were able to isolate Magus solo on the top site and take that very, very easily, was Rops. It was all through his push out the squeaky door and his risk through their own smoke. So big play from Rops there to get them in that round.
Well, here we go, a big round as we get into number 12 here. mousesports need a couple more, I would say, against Astralis. 3 will not do. Up against a pretty well-equipped CT side here. There are a couple of compromises. Dupree's opting for the shotgun, but he plays towards Squeaky and Hut. We see a lot of players use that weapon to great effect. He's only got 5 kills to his name so far. Sits in the hut for now. Outside smokes deployed. Chris J looking for any sort of lobby activity here. So first steps heard at either side. There's the orbit Device exchanging blows with Frozen, but this kill very important indeed. Frozen gets his second, but Dupree now has an AK. Trying to make it work, it doesn't. Frozen looking fantastic out there as Voxy finds him a 2-on-1.
And disappears. You can hear the steps. He knows he's rotating ramp. So what's Zipex's move here?
Guess he goes behind him, and Robs is ready for it.
Oh, the steps. The perfect solution. Rops just waits for the descent.
They can 8-7 this half now, by the way. There is a chance because the money is completely broken here to the point where they have to full eco this one. They can't even partially buy, so that's 8-5. Then mousesports will have a nice reservoir of cash. They'll have everything they need going forward. They could actually turn this round around, this half around at this stage. We'll see whether they can do it.
They won with some Deagles just before, and Dupree and Device, well, they fancy their luck. They're going to upgrade into them as well, but Magus, who was the hero last time round, he's only going to have the USP. So I don't think they can pull that trick out of the hat twice.
Yeah, you're probably onto something there. No armor, no nades, just a couple of Deagles. Trying to find Glaive there, obviously aware of some of his tendencies. Avoids damage for now. It would be a crazy world we live in if Device and Dupree can win this round with just 2 Deagles up against a fully equipped mousesports here.
They did manage to do it on Dust 2. So long ago now, though. And our third map looks like it's got its fair share of competitive spirit left. Looking like a guaranteed 5th, maybe even the 6th, as Henry's painted the picture of an 8-7 half looming. Carrigan's not going to take any chances against these. He knows it's an eco buy. He's hearing USPs being shot at him, but regardless, they will take their time, and Rops does draw some blood.
He seems ignoring that first player, knowing there'd be a second towards the heaven position there, so well done to him. Mages maybe gets 1 kill over Vox doesn't change corners, but he's going to, just knowing that they're going to be pushing all around the map, trying to get a couple of kills if possible. But back towards upper they go. Carrigan controlling the vents. Bomb to be planted, round over, 8-5 on the board.
Yeah, they peeled those Deagles away, right? You can see they're having to come up the vent with a Deagle. Not ideal. Maybe if it was an R8, you know, maybe then the discussion might get started.
Start using the R8.
There's no knife kills or R8 kills this game, so I'm really, really not as excited as I would like to be.
I will promise you that the grand final will have knife
I'll have a
kills.
few knives there. Remember, Fnatic already waiting with a best of 5. There'll be plenty of opportunities.
Best of 5, Chad. There's going to be R8s, there'll be knives.
I hope we get it all. I hope we get every single round with a knife kill or an R8 kill, and JW is the one responsible for all of it.
I hope that this best of 5 tomorrow is the first time in Counter-Strike history a best of 5 reverse sweep happens.
Oh dear, okay.
So then you get your storyline and I get mine. I'd like the full storyline to be Fnatic down 0-2. It looks like Astralis are back. You're celebrating already. You're telling us all about how, oh, Astralis are going to be the kings of Counter-Strike again.
Okay.
But then Fnatic, on Overpass no less,
5 R8s.
is where it starts. And with 5 R8s, they start their comeback.
That's a story I would be excited in. I'd definitely get behind that one. Maybe not as much as I can get behind this Astralis buy. They do have the glass cannon on device. Not as bad for the CT side, right? You can avoid a lot of that utility damage. But if it's late round, we get into some problems, as there is only 1 diffuse kit on Dupree and not a lot of utility. So this comes down to hitting the shots for Astralis.
Oh, I like this move from Robs. That was very graceful, I have to say. Surfing off towards that roller and managing to open up things towards Glaive as well. That's a great little move. And, well, it will be a stab.
A love tap.
Yeah, just
we're going to call them love taps.
Remind him who's boss.
2 entry frags from Rops in 2 rounds back-to-back.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Let's not forget he was the one that was doing the moves out squeaky that Chad highlighted in the Skybox.
Well, that takes his total up to 3-0 in terms of opening duels for Robs.
The fact they're not hearing any utility in response gives them one of 2 ideas: that nobody's home, or they don't have anything to throw. And I'm going to say, assuming the financial situation and flow of the game, they're going to assume there's nothing left on the CTs defending that top site. The second wave will come on through.
And we're off. Flashes in. Bloodshed 2. Chris J's actually caught Dupree with that hut molly. It spread just into the corner. Enough to find their second frag on entry. And now, well, the site's clear. Bomb will go down, looking like 6 for Mouse. Just like that, top site is their bay. Typically Astralis, I'm sure we'll see on that second half, will be hitting the low site a lot.
Beautiful execution there. Overwhelming. If you get a Molotov kill in those sort of scenarios, you've done something very well indeed. The flashbangs, the Molotov's down, and the overwhelming pressure towards the ladder position has yielded a 4-on-2 scenario where Astralis have no choice but to save the AWP and the M4 here. At mousesports, we said 8-7 was possible. They found 8-6. And this is looking like a very competitive half, all things considered.
Yeah, they have to be happy with this. You think about the Frozen 1-on-3 was their second round of the game, but then when we're in this last patch, the last 4 rounds that they've been picking on up, it's through abusing Astralis and then forcing their economy down to the point of where these ecos or force players have to come on through. And now they're abusing the low utility that they have, right? The fact that they didn't have anything to really defend that top site with, they're able to throw that in a little bit earlier.
The top side is a massive issue for them because we've got, what, Dupree playing up there. He's coming in 0-3 in opening duels. So he's going down with nothing every single time they actually approach the upper bomb side. So if ever there's a default that ends up towards upper, that's when he normally goes down. This was such a great move, though. Keeping it cool. Robs manages to slide on through, get that opening kill, and we go into round number 15 with the shotguns out again for Dupree, 6-13. I would say if they can get 9-6, I'll still be happy with that, but still, mousesports right back in the conversation now as to whether they can knock out Astralis here in the semi-final and move on to meet Fnatic.
Kerrigan's on the patrol, but straight through the smoke. Glaive knows his moves. He knows what to expect, and already looking like dire straits for mousesports in this one. 9-6, you said they'd be happy. Well, they have to convert it first. And Woxic and Rops still standing vigilant against the guard.
So this is a very, very interesting scenario now. 2 players remaining, Rops and Voxic.
Nades are good. They can smoke off, decon. They can
exactly,
molly either shadow or behind the bomb box. Smoke windows.
We've been here before, Chad. He's got to slow it right down.
Take a deep breath.
See what you're up against, and hopefully not feed device, because one of these kills, they're in trouble. He's nailed it, and that's probably going to be it. There it is, a perfect finish there for Astralis, but mousesports have made this half very competitive. Still anyone's here, and then we'll find out who will meet Fnatic in the grand final after this break.
choppy in the scene, I feel lucky, yeah. Got them watching from Paris to Poppy, yeah. With this music was lurking, now I'm attacking. Now with the chatting, I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Then you know I got it. Nobody got it like me. You know. They can try, but
126 days since mousesports dashed Astralis' dreams of a Season 10 grand final. That was, of course, in the semis. And now, well, we find ourselves exactly there in the semi-finals one season later. Season 11 and Astralis up 9-6 in our third map. Fnatic waiting in the grand finals. We hope you're all having a lovely Saturday. And, of course, Super Sunday on away tomorrow.
Absolutely true, Alex. It's the battle of the red logos right now. And currently, Astralis sit 9-6. As they move over to the T side, they've got P250s out in pairs here. Magisk and Glaive focusing on the headshots towards outside. It's a slow approach, and Frozen, he'll get greeted by a lovely bullet to the face. He doesn't quite take him down, but it's certainly going to pick things up for Astralis as they make their way over towards Secret. Another headshot delivered.
Yeah, so you can see how terrifying that is on a pistol to even jiggle for the info, just to see how many people are crossing. You get a Glock bullet to the dome. Frozen and Chris J, they were inquisitive, and they felt the wrath of that Inquisition. Now Dupree is hunting him down. My God, this is aggressive. Chris J, he's tucking in on the corner. They didn't check it enough. The absence of the thorough clear has got Chris J a frag. They're heading top site with all this outside control. Frozen's rotated in through the smoke. And Carrigan finding one onto device keeps things level. Carrigan's actually got two impact frags once again from the in-game leader.
Is it enough, though? That's the question. So much damage inflicted. They have got a player at the bottom of heaven, I believe, as well. So Glaive needs to stay on his toes here. We're up to wait. Carrigan already with 2 kills. They know he's towards main entrance. Couple of shots there towards his body. Doesn't enough to take him down here, but they have done significant damage towards Zibex and Glaive as Frozen makes his first move towards the bomb site.
And now he's tucked in on the site. Bomb, there's so much time on it. That shot from Zipex will relieve just a whole lot of pressure. He can focus his attention on Frozen, and he's found him as well. Glaive was waiting for the ladder climb, and Astralis take the pistol round. Wow.
Nice approach there. You don't see many P250s like that come out on the T side.
There's more depth to that. They had decoys there. Once they had secret control and they pushed them back from stairs, they actually dumped a decoy in that lower bomb site to hold that CT rotation for longer. So we've been talking about decoys. mousesports were the team we saw using it on Inferno to actually bait out utility on a pistol round against Fnatic earlier. But here, Astralis have used it on a map where sound and rotations are a huge deal. So by getting secret control, dropping that decoy, you're bound to get someone to buy into that bait.
Yeah, decoys, just to know, are only $50, and you can buy them on, even if you get Glock armor, you can purchase the decoy, and there are cool things you can do with them. I think this year, especially from the likes of Astralis.
Called off, I think.
Yeah, it sounds like we are going to be cancelling this round.
Yeah, there's a disconnected player. I just received word we should be loading back in momentarily.
But just a note on that, so if you throw, let's say, a map like Train, you're on the T side and you throw over 5 decoys on the pistol, you're trying to bait out some utility. If you see a load of grenades flying over the map, it suggests it's the execution, right? You can't really differentiate between a smoke and a decoy in the kind of heat of the moment, as it were. So it might bait out some utility. And Chad, maybe you've got some more.
Yeah, so what we can do while this is all going down is show you the pistol round, right? So they just dropped a decoy on top of the stairs here. You can see that it's landed to help sell this fake towards the lower bomb site. And then as I fly down, they even dropped a second decoy. You see it get thrown any second. It's going to get thrown into that corner. There it is. That's a decoy right there left on the floor. So they dropped 2 decoys lower to hold this rotation, and we can get back into the game, guys.
Finally, decoys relevant in competitive CS. Who would have thought?
Zeus's, decoys, we're getting to see the full spread of Valve's treats and tricks.
Oh, they have Force Ball here with the Desert Eagles, the shotguns, the scouts. Big round here for mousesports. Everyone fully invested. Voxic scout is deadly. Carrigan shotgun will have to be. They're going to stand a chance here. He holds the upper bomb site. Normally does a very good job of it.
We've seen Brolin. We've seen who was doing it first?
Vegas had it in the first half.
Yep. Everybody believes the auto shotgun belongs in Hut.
Well, we can all thank Zeus for that. I think it's the only weapon that could work for him within that top side.
I think Hiko was the OG of it.
Hiko? Yeah, you're right, actually.
Hiko started it. I like most things in Counter-Strike.
The green HUD, obviously a lot of players copying the color of his HUD as well.
His reaction speed and time.
His human reactions.
That's right. He is
Tech
a
9.
trailblazer.
Yeah. Still, full spy from Mouse. This is a lot on the line. This could be, 12 for Astralis if this doesn't go mousesports' way.
Yep, good point. It's still a difficult round for win if you're Astralis as well. Up against the Desert Eagles of mousesports and the scout of Voxic, you know he's going to do something crazy here. He hits the shot. He's actually got a chance at the P2000 and close things out. A couple of kills coming with the Desert Eagles. We told you things wouldn't be as simple as you might like.
From behind.
He's been surrounded. This is over.
They're losing this round. Carrigan's grabbed himself an AK with the alligator feasting onto device. Now Glaive Molotov out and the bomb is theirs. It's under mousesports rule.
No.
Just like that.
Round over. Glaive knows it.
Don't even think about it, mate. What's the point?
It's over. They've been absolutely ruined. They've gone to the tightest choke point on the map towards ramp, instead of focusing outside, and maybe they were scared of the Voxic scout. Doesn't work out for them at all. Voxic actually survives.
I can't believe Voxic's alive.
I know. He actually got the tag there in CD Spawn, pulled up the P2000, did enough to dissuade the terrorists approaching him, and he survives. That's a huge round for them to pull up, and is going to potentially take us all the way here on Nuke.
It could have worked out, right, if Magus gets the kill on the Voxic and then they collapse on ramp and that stack, they can get peeled off from multiple angles. But the fact that he couldn't break through, the fact that Voxic survived all that time, gave Carrigan enough time to push Hut, and those 2 big frags that we didn't catch, that's right where the rounds dropped, right? So, unfortunately for Astralis, unable to pull that one off, but for mousesports, they bounce back in style here, and the Force Buy will come out in retort right now with, it looks like, the standard secret smokes for Astralis.
Interesting. So the buy is far from fantastic for the CTs. Notice that Chris J's doing his usual antics of Armored Deagle, but considering that his teammates are only presenting shotguns.
Does that say my sticker on it? Does his scout have my sticker on it?
My sticker?
Like my
Sponge
my
sticker?
name?
Spiddy.
Or I can't read it. I was going to say, this is insane. Voxic's my biggest fan.
Close. I think it might just be another ex-mousesports player.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's probably what it is.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to see if I could get a bit of
I've got a
big
sponge
name of
sticker
myself in
on
there.
my P2K.
How much is a sponge sticker worth these days?
Probably not enough.
Not enough?
But mousesports are in trouble, boys, so
Yeah,
I
they
tried to
certainly are.
derail it.
Yeah, but you won't quite get away with it. Frozen, perhaps, can stop them in their tracks, because that is the bomb just behind the dead device.
Well, it all comes down to this. A 3-on-3. Magisk. He's got the M4, but only 11 points of health. It's very tense down there right now. The bomb's waiting towards Secret.
Magisk has to bail out Zipex somehow, but he has to make noise. There's no options other than to make noise. Breaks the glass or swings open the door.
Yeah, shooting the window could be a good shout, I suppose, just to get Frozen's attention on that side. But now he has spotted Zipex, and presumably the AT will do a lot of damage here. It's Zipex setting up the bait, in fact, but unfortunately this round will not work out for Astralis. Very well done by Frozen here. He's going to get all 3. And that's huge.
That is huge. That is very well handled. He had that 1v3 within the first half, and then the fact that he doesn't give up anything there and survives and locks down that lower bomb site, not even conceding a plant. Keep in mind that plant right here could have made massive effects on Astralis' economy going forward. So he's just denied them so much from that position right there, and definitely deserved the impact player of round number 18.
Yeah, let's see that again. The second kill, lovely read. Then he beheads the bomb carrier, and even getting the 4th on Dupree, hunting to finally shut him down. That was the force buy of Astralis. You said this game's going all the way, Hank, and now I'm starting to believe you.
Well, I'm glad you're on board, because this one is set up to be an absolute banger now with a full eco from Astralis. They are going to be tested to the full depth of their strategy book. What have they got up their sleeve? What new moves are they been saving here? It should have been a 2-0. That Dust 2 performance, to me, was enough to get over the line, but mousesports shattered them towards the end. Inferno, about what we expected. Remember, the same 2 maps opened up this series as 2 days ago. 16-1 and 16-3 were the scorelines in favor of Astralis. But now we find ourselves on the 3rd, where they're full eco on the T side of Nuke, and they've got Glocks in hand. What's the play? Run boost towards Secret. I haven't seen this before. What a cool idea this could be. You just send him out there, and it doesn't work out, but it looks really fun.
Yeah, it's a fun ride. I think Mantu crated last time we saw this.
Yeah, that's right, he did. So yeah, you're just throwing someone into their certain death, but at least they have a good time on routes.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster,
Yeah.
you know? You gotta get your ticket stamped. More of like a water slide situation. But yeah, look, they're all trying to cross. They're all in the queue. They all want to play. And Frozen, well, he tells them not today. A 4-kill on the cross. No one investing much. And so the round is over. Sweep it under the rug. Forget about it. Round 20, much more of a conversation to be had.
It's about to heat up here. This is where we get to the business end of the game. If Astralis are able to bounce back and pick up a round or at least make this one competitive, we can see if their T side has some legs, because that economy on the CT side has already started to build. With the US Air Force tactical timeout coming on through, they need to discuss their options of how to defend. They do have buy rounds in the future, but mousesports, they want to tie this one up and make sure that everyone knows what they're doing. We've been critical of teams in the past who are leaving spawn and buying and looking a bit janky, but they're taking this 30 seconds just to talk it through.
Well, I think that's a very wise decision. It is quite a big game, I would say, the semi-final of ESL Pro League Season 11. And right now on the 3rd and final map, and it couldn't be closer. 10-9 mousesports have found their footing as they find 3 rounds in a row after losing the pistol, bear in mind. mousesports, they got absolutely decimated on the first showing a couple of days ago. 16-1, 16-3, and now have the chance to go for the reverse sweep here. Desert Eagle only for Chris J with $5,000.
We've seen it before.
That is so bizarre. He's got to buy a gun. That doesn't make any sense.
We've seen them do this before, where he just holds on. Oh, he's picked up a scout, so that's better than nothing. But normally we see him just hold on to that pistol, and they've made it work before. So surprised to see it coming on through with so much on the line.
Oh, Frozen's having a mad one. It's his turn, isn't it? Device, he had a show-stopping performance as well to pull Astralis across the line on Inferno, but yeah, Frozen, he has started strong. Device, speak of the Devils, the one to shut him down into this round, and with that being their only rifle, the scout from Chris J does land the tag, but losing their only real weapon of choice. Woxic's AWP, however, has managed to find some more connections. Chris J's already scouting the perimeter outside. He could find a frag here. Oh. He does. Device goes down. mousesports are making this one work. Dupree on the prowl, though. He did slip the net somewhat. Glaive's under a lot of scrutiny from the shotgun. That's quite scary. Don't want to be spraying into that one. Carrigan neutralizes the threat. In a 1v3, not to be. Woxic shuts him down. So we find ourselves at the equilibrium of Nuke, 10-10, 3rd map.
They just got free upgrades there. Rops only had an MP9 and Carrigan had the Alligator. They both now have AKs. So you look at how this pivoted. We've been asking questions directly to mousesports throughout the season about their economical decisions. Chris J buying armor on their force buys, but nothing else, having a Glock or a USP to go with it. Chris J holding on to only a Deagle in certain situations on full buys. They could have dropped guns across then. It could have been much more of a potent CT buy, but they opted to go for the lower weapons, and they've pulled it off. They stuck the landing, and things are looking great for mousesports.
10-10, Chad, and they've got Astralis here with just CZs, P250s. This is certainly a partial investment as they try and make their way over towards Secret. There is a lot of damage inflicted, but they've done so. They've got a cross. They don't have a smoke to plant, though. What is the play here? Just run out, hope for the best.
W, and it's working. They take down Rops, and now Chris J clawing back into the site, but the bomb does go down. Mission accomplished for Astralis at this point. Good damage onto Magisk. He's not letting this round slip away. They will neutralize all of the Danes when the fuse will come in, but that's an extra $800 a piece. Every single member of Astralis will now get themselves the extra cash. mousesports just delaying that defuse to get themselves all of those extra weapons, as we were highlighting in the past.
All the bits and pieces.
The lovely jubblies, I think we call them.
The creepy crawlies, lovely jubblies, whatever you want to call them. But I would normally go with
weaponry is okay. That one works. I guess it's more functional. Won't get lost in translation.
But I don't know, weaponry always has me thinking of halberds and morning stars and short swords.
Okay.
You know, older school weaponry.
What about their arsenal?
That's more bullets in gunpowder in my book. Thanks, Chad. My weird little brain.
When are they going to put the musket into CSGO? That needs to come
Next
through.
update, I heard.
Back the musket. I'm not talking about Counter-Strike. I'm talking about warfare. Bring it back. Slow things down a bit.
Make it fairer.
Yeah.
Either way, Frozen has been fantastic towards outside. So aggressive, so assertive towards outside. Huge gap. He's confirmed that no one's crossed at least. And that's big information. If you drop those outside smokes and there are gaps, it can lead to key information being given away. This is a brawl, though, towards upper. Carrigan fighting for his life. He will go down, but gets a dink off towards the device before he's finished. But Roxic fluffs the flash, but does avoid the flames. Huge round here. mousesports take the lead in the third map. 11 to 10. Bomb not planted, but smoke down. Rob's going through that. He's going through it. This is a nutmeg.
Yeah, they're just going to assume that they're going to be respected, that smoke. And
Here we go.
Here's the sound cue he can push in. Device, no bomb plant for you. Rob's tucking in perfectly. Magisk has time to play with, though.
He can go squeaky door now. Watch towards the vent dive. It's a very well-played maneuver here. You can see that. So now he's confirmed he's gone down towards lower. Sure, it enables a plan. You're trying to win these rounds. You're trying to keep it a 2-on-1 instead of taking a risk with the 1-on-1 duel.
And he commits to it. So he smoked it off on the cross, but he doesn't want to necessarily start.
He's lost his
plan.
window.
No, I think he's gone for the safer plan, right? So there's still a good chance he can do something with this.
And they could see the smoke and think he's top site, like behind the silo, right? So he's got a little bit of an element of surprise here. The sound cue no longer. Needs a clean duel onto Woxic. Woxic's got the info. Look how safe mousesports are playing this.
Oh, that shot being missed, though. That's a chance. That's all he needs. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile every single time.
Incendiary on Rops. He can just flush him out of position. And now he's trying to do it. Looking good. Magic swings in, and Rops will win the duel. Time for the defuse. He has the kit. And mousesports secure 12.
You're right. The fact he did have the incendiary, the moment he pulls it out, those when it just swings, that could have been it. That could have been the moment it all falls apart and it costs them the game. But mousesports stick the landing and they go 12 to 10. There he is again. How many times is he going to come down?
How many times has this guy been crossing his arms?
With the impact player coming through again, opening things up. He's like the master of this team, Chad. He's always in there first, always getting stuck in, getting it done dirty as well.
Leading by example, some might say. Magisk had a real good shot of this one here. Did everything he could, found the gap, threaded the needle, planted the bomb, unfortunately couldn't stick the landing. Now, this all kicked off with Magisk in yard, right? That's where we had Frozen eyes on that smoke. I actually think that Astralis left a gap intentionally. I think they did that so they could do a top pop because it would keep the attention of the yard player on yard thinking, oh, they've left a gap here. If they cross, I'll watch the gap for the 20 seconds of the smoke.
Which means that Magisk could swing nicely into getting that frag and take the top side.
Yeah, so I think that was all part and parcel of that late top hit there from Astralis. But they, once again, they couldn't convert. That plant is huge from Magisk, right? They're able to get a buy off the back of that. They can get full utility. Everything's looking great here. Even though mousesports are sitting up there on 12 rounds, their economy took a little bit of a beating by only having one individual survive right there.
Oh, and just the fact that we could even converse about the fact that they could be deliberately lining up a different smoke to leave a gap for one strat of one map is why I love Counter-Strike. That's awesome. And that's just a bit of theory crafting, of course. There's so much more going on into round 23. Rops is actually going for an early presence in the secret, so if they were to go yard behind these smokes that are being lined up, they would have some Estonian resistance, the star of the mousesports show.
He certainly is, Alex. And with the AK-47 in his hand, I can't stress enough. In my book, like, this most well-rounded AK player on Nuke there is in the game right now. He's so fast, so crisp. It's so beautiful to watch, and he always clutches out for his team. They currently sit on 12 and 10 on the CT side of Nuke, bear in mind.
Look at them all. They're snaking their way into warehouse. This Danish, not even a Glock train, AK train, just worming their way into warehouse on all full walk. Chris J is in the sweatiest angle I've seen all half long, just for that warehouse cross. He's anticipated it to perfection. But whether or not it will pay dividends, it remains to be seen. They're eventually ending up secret.
You're right. That is a sick spot from Chris. You're protected from outside. He's spotting towards Garrett. Very defensive. Good for information gathering. And Robs, that's what he's doing as well. Holding that corner just to spot a picture of a player. Drop the incendiary, then the smoke. That's
30 seconds.
30 seconds in total.
They have to go top.
Yeah, they have to. Oh my goodness, Chris J spotted them as well. They know exactly what's coming. Flashbang to come forward as well. His teammate can swing, and he'll go down swinging himself. It's going to be Frozen at the CT vent with 15 seconds remaining. Where's the bomb at this point?
Oh, there's one coming from heaven. Dupree can do everything. He's climbing as fast as he can.
It's done.
But they've got the bomb. They haven't got the time. 9 seconds. Can't find the frag he needs. Devices through the flames. Finds one, but can't find Carrigan.
Nope.
3 seconds on the clock. He hasn't got time. And that is the craziest round we've seen so far. My goodness. I want to watch that one at 0.25 speed.
Man, you look at that round, that smoke execute is well known. The timing when they creep into warehouse, when the smoke's fading, then they usually pop and they go around to ladder. But Rops, with that one smoke molly combo in lower, that was enough to deny their plan. They had to go back. And Chris actually could have done so much more from that position. His information was great, but realistically, he could have stopped Dupree from even getting close to ladder, and that round wouldn't have been close at all.
So we take what could be one of our final US Air Force tactical timeouts here. mousesports, they got absolutely ruined on Dust to an Inferno 2 days ago. 16-1 and 16-3. Now on the precipice of taking down Astralis here in the semi-final, who will go on to meet Fnatic in a best of 5 tomorrow. They are on the CT side of Nuke, one of the most CT-sided maps in existence right now. And Astralis are on the back foot. They don't have the resources to really invest into this round. Device got no extra money. He saved the AK-47. They have a smoke and 2 flashes to go with it. They've gone for Desert Eagles around this. But overall, mousesports now in cruise control, looking to book themselves a place in the grand final here, boys.
It's looking likely. I mean, wow. Let's see what the Astralis guys can do with their half-buy. Do have that hero AK on device, so I'll have my eyes focused on him as this continues to transpire. Smoke's flying over. Woxic's going to be communicating which execute it is. Frozen reacting. He wants to get on top of that box. As soon as they plume on top, waits for the flash, and now he can strike. Spotted, though. They know the answer to this. Often Molotov at times as well. Glaive, for now, takes bullets. Down to 56. And that hero AK, we're in eyes with it now. It's Device who's looking to try and find an opener for the rest of his sidearm-wielding squad. Spotted. No smokes to dig themselves out of the hole that they've put themselves in. But Jules being one, or at least threatening them. Chris J catching a couple of bullets. Woxic, however, onto Magis. Does get the opening frag in favor of Mouse, and they keep coming. Looks like 14, fellas.
I think he might be right. That kill confirms it. Carrigan is on an absolute tear right now towards outside. Zipex and Glaive. Not really much he can do with this one, chap, I'm afraid, as Zipex will go down. Glaive's in towards the vent. He'll get maybe one consolation frag. That's about it.
If that. They're going to start turning around now, and they were more than ready for it. Frozen finishes him off. It was a flawless round from mousesports. Their economy right now, it's booming. You've got multiple players with 8K plus. They are set for several gun rounds here to fight this one out.
On
and
the CT
Astralis
side.
are in a lot of trouble here.
What's the call, right? Glaive, he's staring at a scary, scary mousesports, and he's got no margin for error.
It was probably reflecting back to losing that force buy, right? They won the pistol here, and then they lost that force buy with that late ramp. I'm not sure what they can pull out of their back pocket here, because the territory, the smoke walls they seem to be running. Mouse, no, is it a top rush? Is that the bailout?
This is the call. Charge, he says. And already the trumpet sounds. Carrigan meets them with a smile and an M4A1. One for one, into the site. Carrigan swings and dinks up another. Woxic to try and defend. It's not the perfect weapon for the job. And I think he realizes it's not the one for him. He puts down the smoke. Taking the fight was Frozen. Astralis, top site's working.
It certainly is. I don't think Ropt and Voxic will have what it takes to actually win this round, considering they're the AWP and minimal utility. It's going to be very difficult. The Molotov should confirm it as well. Ropt can't even explore his options. They're going to fall back and save their weapons. It's the upper rush there, working out for Astralis. They're going to need a lot more where that came from, as they somehow don't land that Molotov. They won't have a knock-on effect in the round, but still a little bit strange. That's better from Device.
Nasty way to go. Shot between your legs.
But plenty of money, as Chad already highlighted. Just one round for series points.
It would
Grand final.
be a massive choke for mousesports here if they're not able to convert one more round to get them 15 with this kind of a bank account. They definitely got 2 or 3 more buys, right?
Chad, I have to say, though, mousesports, though, as a team, as an organization, over the last couple of years, they've been in this driving seat for a few times, right? Most notably, I think it was ESL 1 New York, where they had like a 12-3 lead against Liquid.
That was with the old roster, right?
That was the old roster. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to bring some storylines in.
Okay, here's a storyline. Didn't Sunny crater on Nuke in a crucial game for the old mousesports?
He definitely did.
That's a throwback.
That was a huge throwback, and I wish I could.
I reckon it was even against Astralis if I was really pulling on teeth, but that's a conversation for another time, because instead the Counter-Strike that's happening right in front of us is the topic of discussion.
Oh, Frozen has a lot to deal with right now. If he calls that nothing's aggressive around ladder, all the smokes and Molotovs that have just been thrown by Astralis are not wasted, but the strat that this is suggesting is called completely off. So they're just going to creep all the way down to Secret, and Robs has to go huge.
He wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting them to be so far down, never mind combat ready. mousesports lose a man early, and already Woxic has rotated in. He has got to do a whole lot of close quarters AWPing. He's done well to find the first. There's more where that came from, and he knows it. Looking for a second, already pushed up on the site. Clearing his corners, takes down Dupree. That is more than you could have asked from your AWP on the rotate. But already the man advantage remains in Astralis' hands.
The level of Counter-Strike is rising by the second here as the pressure is mounting. We are going to see Crochet deny the plan, though. That's huge. That's from the ramp room. 2-on-2 now. Oh, there it is. Looking for series point. They might have found it. Frozen confirms it. mousesports 1 round away from knocking Astralis out of the tournament here in the semi-final after getting absolutely trounced on the second map.
Yeah, impact player Woxic is right. Chris J, he stops this bomb. That's a crucial frag. That's an impact frag. But Woxic, close quarters AWPing against 2 as well. Frozen's the one with the cherry on top. Pulls home the 15. My goodness, last time out for Astralis. No more chances for Zonic to pipe up for the rest of this Nuke.
Well. Money is not looking good. mousesports have got 4 lives here, Chad. And to start with, Astralis will have $3,000 on Mages. Device, same story. Dupree saves an AK-47. We'll see what he can do with it, but it's Desert Eagle. For Mages coming through a Galilva device, this could be it. If ever there's a chance to close it out, this would be the round. Surely they've done it, though. 4 rounds to go on the CT side of Nuke, and the showing they've put in so far, they've only given away 2 rounds, one of which is the pistol, and then round number 25 by virtue of bomb explosion. They have dominated this second half.
Now, if Astralis are able to pull this one up with some pace, we saw the top rush before. There's a chance to break the money of mousesports here late and get themselves back in this, but it looks like just the standard secret smokes. The Molotov to land to ensure it. If they can't get across, if they can't even get to lower, then this round might be done and dusted. The utility, it's just dropping. It's a fast split. They're going main.
They flash each other as well. The first kill, very important. Robs, Frozen all chiming in. Carrigan, the master of the upper bomb site, he's good for 1. And now a 3-on-2. Astralis do have the man advantage, but this is a great position. They go towards lower. Where is Woxic? That's the big question at this stage. He's towards ramp. Maybe he can deny the plan, but it's very unlikely. The bomb's already going down, I think, behind the silo. So he won't get the magical moment just yet, but there is the incendiary. That does flush him out. Great job from Zipex. Sets Christie up. 1 versus 1 available. Doesn't hit the shot, and the crucial encounter there was Zipex, and it's going to be another round for Astralis. 3 lives.
Well, you could see what I was saying about the money situation. Now, mousesports, they need to reconsider their options. They need to have a discussion about whether they want to buy at this point. They don't need to. Henry's just said they have 3 lives, so they can give one of them away right here with just a partial investment. And when I can see Scouts and Mag 7s being bought, I do believe that's what's on the menu this evening for Mouse in round number 28.
Oh, overtime written all over this.
Oh, dear.
mousesports aren't known as closers. Let me tell you, they do struggle to find round number 16, and Astralis are the masters of the comeback. They're not chokers anymore. They know how to get themselves back in these games. And the loss bonus of the CT side will be $1,900 coming to the next round. We might not even have to have that discussion. This boost towards the ramp room, the opening kill. This could be enough here. It's Frozen with multiple players in front of him. Robs will try and chime in. He's got 3. Could this be the moment? It's not quite. There it is. And the shotgun will find it for mousesports. 16-12. They knock Astralis out of the tournament and book themselves a place in the grand final tomorrow against Fnatic for the best of 5.